everybody, I hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday. We might be doing day in the life vlogs each day from right for now. I don't know yet. We'll kind of wait and see. Some stuff's going on, and it's more than what has been going on. So, you know, we are renters, and we have been so happy renting because we don't really know where we want to be full-time, like live forever. Even if I was to go back up to Indiana where, you know, the majority of our kids are, in a year or something, maybe 2 years, I probably wouldn't even buy there because I definitely don't want to live there the rest of my life. So Scott and I have been happy being renters, but we've been getting lots of foreclosure papers on the house, like, since we moved in. And we've been here for like 2 years, and our landlord has been trying to catch up her payments, I guess, and doing her thing. Well, yesterday a paper came in the mail saying that our lease is up next month on the 6th, on July 6th. I thank God. If that's the case, that's my dad's birthday. Anyway, so I like flipped out. We just had like this home inspection. We have all this stuff going on in our lives right now, and we have a cruise coming up 22 days or less. 20 days. We're going on the 22nd. I'm not sure. So I called the landlord with Scott last night and on speakerphone, and I'm like, Galena, what is going on? You know, we owe you no money. We've been here for years. What's going on? Well, she is in foreclosure, and I think her family, I mean, she has a very Spanish accent, so it's a little harder for me to understand her. Scott understands her great. I mean, it's hard to understand her for me, but she has not caught up with the foreclosure, and it's like about to happen, and her niece and I guess her brothers and sisters, whoever the parents of the niece are willing to help bail her out if the niece and her family can move into the house. So we are moving, and it's like a blessing in disguise, but I was so scared because of the home inspection and all of this stuff that I was just, you know, ready to lose it. And I'm going to look at a house right now. I'm taking you guys with me. Scott's going to meet us there. He's at work right now. I'm stopping to get fast food, and please don't judge, but I'm hungry. It's on the way, and we have to move quick. It's like no joke. I'm going to be getting boxes and starting to pack and all kinds of stuff in the coming days. That's why I probably will not be sitting down doing a ton of videos. I will be probably vlogging a lot. We might have day in the life vlogs every single day of the week. I could not get up and film today, not with that on my mind. And then, you know, I'm scared of how it's going to affect the stuff we have going on in our lives now. And again, you guys know, I'm about to take off and I want the camera to slide. You guys know that I can't discuss that. I won't discuss it, but I will say this. I called the appropriate people that I needed to call in regard to that today down south, and kind of like reported what is happening, what's happened overnight basically. And I was relieved, and it was the right thing to do, and it's not really going to change anything. The house we're going to look at is like almost exactly the same as the house we're in now. It has a covered deck instead of an open deck like we have, but the house plan, the rooms, the bathrooms, it's all basically what we have now. It's at the other end of town. Our area is, you know, a pretty decent sized city. I can't even begin to tell you how many people, but I can tell you that, you know, to get from one end of town to the other, it's a good 45 minutes. Oh wow, the road's closed off. Holy shit. Now what do I do? Okay. Well, is the road closed off? Hold on. He's going on through. I'm going on through. Sorry for cussing. But we're going through. Anyway, I am panicked, and I know we can move fast. I know I'm never going to see my deposit back with this lady. And I can take her to small claims court, but she's in California. Like, we make our deposits for our rent in her bank, which I guess she has one here. I don't know if it's the same branch she has there. I assume it is, because she's been spending the rent money and not paying the house note. And now I guess it's come down to the wire where you give us the money or we're taking the house. That's what I get out of everything. No one has actually told me that, but that's why she's having her family come in to catch it up, and they want to live in the house. Now, Scott and I were month to month because we lived there 2 years, going into our third. We just didn't sign another lease. She's in California. She didn't fax it or email it. We didn't think nothing about it. But that is a lesson, friends, even for renters. And I'm a fan of renting. I just am. Not so much apartments. If I was a single mom, yes, apartment would be a great way to go. But with a house full of animals and kids, and, you know, it's not really optimal for our family at this point in our lives. So apartments, not happening. And we have, like I said, that major cruise going on. We're going to try to either move before or the week after. We will be back around the 1st, and the paperwork says the 6th, but I don't really know. I know we'll be out by the 6th, and I'm going to start packing and all of that, and I was really scared. Like, I was crying again last night, and that's why, you know, I was going to film a video this morning for you guys, like, you know, my favorites or something. I'm so scatterbrained right now, I couldn't tell you. This all being on my mind, I can't fake it. I won't fake it. I can't get on here and do other stuff when I have so much going on. I never mind bringing the camera along. It's easy for me to film day in the life vlogs. I can film these videos all day, every day. I'm used to the camera, just point and shoot, and I'm good. But when you have to sit down and really, you know, be serious and on topic, you know, it's a little bit harder when your head is jammed with craziness. So, and, you know, just because you go look at a house and you fill out an application and all that, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to approve you for that house. And we are, like, we found out last night, Scott got home about 8:30 p.m., somewhere around there. And usually I open my husband's mail. If it comes to the house and looks like something I want to see, I open it. There's no secrets in our family at all. Secrets are poison, you know, to a family. So there's no secrets. And this time I happened to see the envelope. It didn't look like anything important. So I didn't open it. I just sat it over, you know, by his chair, and he opened it, and I about fell over dead. And like I said, you know, it's not the move. I mean, it is kind of the move with the big vacation. My mom offered to fly here to help me pack before the cruise, which is amazing, but I'm going to try to not, you know, use that. That's just not good. I think I'm going to stop at Chick-fil-A. It's 2:35, and I'm about 15 minutes from there. I think I'll be okay. But, you know, it's just like freaking me out, and I was so scared that it was going to affect stuff for us in, you know, the home study regard. Now, we will have to have another home study, but I don't think it will be like in depth as it was this past time, just simply because she just needs to see the house. She knows everything about us, or you know, and we already answered all her questions and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I feel confident. I'm gonna hold the camera again because I'm about to make a steep turn. I feel confident that that can all happen like super fast. The thing is we want to stay in the same county because we don't want to switch social workers. We got to know her. We got to know her, and she was really nice, and she scared us to death. We were scared, but she did her job and was really, really nice. So, It's just nerve-wracking. It's just scary. And it's like, thank you, God, for putting something else on our shoulders right now. Hold on, I need to order. I need a I need a number 5 12 count with a sweet tea and lots of mayonnaise.
That's the number 5 12 count classic nugget, correct?
Yeah. Well, that's the classic, yes.
The sweet tea and mayo.
Yes.
Will that complete your order, ma'am?
That's it.
722 will be our pleasure for you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
So, you know, it's like, now how much more can we bear? But we are, as Scott said, a strong family. We are strong people. And where is my debit card? There it is. And we will make it through. We will. We'll be okay. And I've been wanting to move. So it's like a blessing in disguise. But I don't know about in disguise. And I don't know if I'm going to have time to find that perfect country house that I really desire. This one that we're going to go look at together is in a neighborhood. So it is what it is. But we're going to handle business and do what's required to move houses, go take a cruise, or, you know, put a deposit down and move when we get back from the cruise. But, you know, starting today, tomorrow, I'm starting to pack. Like, no joke. And I'm not talking for the cruise. I'm talking books and, you know, stuff. And I'll probably set up some type of system in the garage. I was watching like some packing videos on YouTube. Now, I've moved a ton of times. I really don't need instructions. I have a lot of my own tips that I probably will share with you guys. But I was watching At Home with Nikki, and she had a good garage plan on how to line stuff up in the garage for a move. Besides big furniture, I'm just talking boxes, and it was brilliant. Now, I don't know if I can make that happen for sure in the garage, but there's a good chance I can somewhat implement it. I'm not sure. 1 second.
Hi there, we have
Hi.
the 12 nugget meal and mayonnaise and a sweet tea to drink?
Yep.
772, I'll pass you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Just the mayonnaise today?
Yes, like 5 of them.
Okay.
I like mayonnaise with my nuggets. Not healthy, is it? I know. I'm going to pull over for... Thank you.
Have a great day.
I'm going to pull over for a minute. Get the directions in my phone. Actually, that's catering, so I've got to go right here. Put the directions in my phone. Eat for a second. And get going. So I will talk to you guys in just a minute. Okay, so this house is nice, but it's in bad shape. Look at this shit. And that's just part of it. But we're gonna keep looking. Yeah. So here's the house. I just got out of it. It had some major damage to the inside. It's got a very small, non-fenced-in backyard. It's got all these neighbors, and I'm not feeling it. So we're going to put it down as a possibility, but they would have to do an obscene amount of work for us to move into that house. It's kind of disappointing, but it's a pretty house on the outside. Too bad they tore it up. The railing's really loose on the handles. The bathtub looks jacked up. And it's just a mess, so I think we'll pass on that one. Okay, so I am making my way home, and I'm disappointed. But my mom has always told me if it's meant to be yours, it'll be yours. So don't stress, you know, if a property doesn't come available, because it just simply wasn't meant to be. The house is great space-wise, but whoever was in there just tore it to pieces. Like, you know, there's problems with the ceiling and problems with that window area that I already showed you. The bathtub was just disgusting. So we got to continue to look. And we'll probably do this quite a few times until we find the right house. And we are on a major timeline. So there't no time to sit around and dilly-daddle. I'm going to go home. I'm going to, I was going to pick up boxes, or look for some boxes somewhere, like grocery stores. Where do you guys get your packing boxes from? I'd love to know. I might just buy a whole bunch, but God, I hate buying boxes. Hate it. But I'll check with my grocery store and the Dollar Tree, and those are like shoe-ins, easy ones. But maybe I can call. Well, Sam's and Costco never have boxes that are like boxes. They have the ones that, you know, rip out and stuff. But, you know, we're going to keep looking, keep praying, and I'm going to try not to have a breakdown in between the stuff down south, our trip, getting Jackson to his dad's, getting moved, all by July 6th. How you like that? That is insane. But as Scott said, and I said just a little bit ago, we're strong people. I mean, I was flipping out last night. I just lost it. Because, I mean, it's just like, what? You know, really, the timing is just absolutely awful. But I would rather do it now and sign a brand new lease than, you know, get all the kids here, you know, in the summer at some point and have to move then, or move a month after that. But I can't believe we're about to go on a vacation and move. I mean, that's crazy. So, I don't know. There's my telephone. Yes. So my grocery store has all of these boxes, and we are getting them. They're free, and we're just stacking them in. We're gonna go fill up the Mini Cooper. That, you guys, boxes everywhere. It's filled up all the way to the back, and we are heading home. Okay, we came home, stacked the boxes out, and we're gonna have many more than this. Yeah, that's what we're doing, and I'm gonna grab a couple of them and fill them up here and there. But this is gonna be a long process, you guys. I can't believe it. So I thought I would share some mail that came in with you because, like I said, I'm not sure how many like cruise prep videos and all of that is going to be able to happen with having to move, get my son up to his dad's, having to pack. It might be like a lot of day in the life vlogs with maybe one video or two throughout the week that is not a day in the life vlog if I have time. But my mom posted a picture on her Facebook page that she is completely packed for the cruise. She had all of her, maybe I'll insert a picture, she had all of her packing done, and she had them in like, I don't know, it looked like Kroger bags or Walmart bags, or maybe little garbage bags. I had to ask her what she used. And I told her about packing cubes. Now, the ones I used to have, the zipper tore, and I just never replaced them. So she got excited when she heard of packing, when she realized what packing cubes are. She had never heard about them. I heard about them, I don't know when or where. I heard about them years ago. And then, you know, they're always on YouTube. So, and I'm trying to do this one-handed here. So she ordered packing cubes, and she ordered me a set, like a finder's fee. It came in this one, and this bag alone by itself could be used for something, obviously, maybe wet clothes or something, but it's definitely usable, and the sticker would come off, but they're really nice, and packing cubes work great in so many things. You can see how they have that duffel bag all lined up. Like you could put t-shirts and pants and underwear and pajamas in different packing cubes, and it keeps your bags nice and neat. They work in a lot of different ways. This set came with some accessory bags. So you got this one. And then, come on. Okay, I've got to actually sit the camera down for this. Let's see if we can sit it on the edge of the food bowl. Boy, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so let me open it up. So you have this bag, which is another, bag you can store stuff in. It is plastic, but that's okay. And then you have another one that's the same size. So you got two of those. The way I've got the camera, I can't see if you guys can see this or not, but I hope you can. Then you have two of these bags, like perfect for like shampoo, conditioner, what have you. And then you have two clear ones also that go. So there's lots of plastic bags on top of that. And then the packing cubes, you got a large one, which is right here. And then you got another large one, too large. And that's what they look like. And, you can get a lot in these. And my mom was really shocked. There you go. I guess you get 3 large and 1 smaller one. So, I'd like 20 of these. I really would. I'd like a big collection. I'm going to build it up over time, but these will definitely be used in the cruise. And there's my phone yet again. Okay, so I got that out of the way, that phone call. That was David across the street. And, yeah, I really like these, and I'm thankful my mom got them. So thank you, Mom. I love you. And I'm glad you found them, too. She's going to love them. Another thing I got for the cruise was some walkie-talkies. These have a 23-mile range, and we don't have walkie-talkies. And I would like a big set, like 6 to 8. But since Scott and I are the only ones, let me rephrase, only ones out of our immediate kid family, I thought 2 would be enough this time. And if we take a big Disney cruise or a big kid cruise, which I want to do, we'll buy the kids some, because most of the time cell phones don't work on the boat. They do now in different spots, so that's interesting. You pay a little bit more, but with these, you can reach somebody all over the boat, and again up to 23 miles. So that's pretty cool. And I haven't had walkie-talkies in forever. I'm going to have so much fun with these. I really am. And my mom's got a bunch, so if we all get on the same frequency, we should be able to, chat with each other. And, it's like 3 football fields long, so you want to make sure, you can find everybody, and walkie-talkies help. Another item that came in, I posted this freebie on my blog a while back, is this bee friendlier home, which I'm not a huge fan of bees, but once I guess we move, this is so shocking to say, I'll plant this a little bit further from the house. So it's a wildflower seed mix, and it tells you about bees and such like that. And I got that, and then I did a lot of shopping on Etsy, and stop, get down, one of the cats, look, already put its little teeth marks in the bag, see? Willow. No. And then, like I said, I've been shopping on Etsy. I got some new planner stickers. I got these. These are from, let's see if Hello, Ashley Ann. I think, yeah, here it is. Sorry. Hello, Ashley Ann. You can find that on Etsy. I just got these pink to-dos, and she added some, different samples and stuff. But I have a big bunch of stickers that should be coming in very, very soon. So I'm excited about those. I'm definitely excited about these. I'm going to get them charged up, and we're going to play with them around the house in the coming days. But, yeah, I'm just scared I'm not going to get to go over a lot of this like I wanted to. Simply because of the move and everything in our life that we have going on, from the move to the cruise to what we have going on down south, it's just a lot. And I've never been asked to leave where I've been fully, paid up on rent. But obviously she hasn't been paying paying her house payment, which happens, and it's sad. It makes me really, really sad. And you guys, when I talk to my neighbors, let me flip the camera around. Hold on. So here I am. When I told the neighbors across the street like what was going on, they were there was like 4 of them, and they all replied basically the same way, like, we've been waiting on it to happen. Because apparently 8 people has been, in this house before us, and she has had foreclosure issues. And they said they've all been good tenants. Some of them's left on their own due to foreclosure. Some of them have moved because she's wanted them to. I've never in my life been paid up and asked to move. It's never happened. But that's my own fault. Should have insisted on signing another year lease. But that is some of the problems that come into renting. But I'm still a huge fan, and I'm not just going to settle on a house that maybe I can afford later. Usually what we can afford now is not what we can afford later in life. I'm not even certain on what state I want to finally settle on, where I can buy a house and say, this is where I'm at for good. I'm not there. So I'm not going to even try. And I know some people would say your credit ain't good enough. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. It was good enough to buy a house before, so I assume it's good enough to buy a house this time. My phone's been going crazy all day. Here we go again. Be back. Okay, you guys, we were out and about looking at houses. We looked at one today that we didn't like. Scott thought before it got totally dark we would,
check the nice subdivisions near our home.
Yeah. So, I'm kind of stressed out over all this.
Kinda.
You think I'm stressed out?
I think you're unbelievably stressed, and I think that you need to take a deep breath and know that everything will be okay, because I love you, and you love me, and our family was what comes first, and I will take care of our family no matter what. I always do.
I think it's going to be like a stroke of genius if we can find a house this quick. Well, see, we used to be able to do it. We found houses in weekends before. The windows loud.
I mean, it's been less than 24 hours. We've already looked at a house. I've said no to 2 others. There's homes available. I just have to find the right one. That's all. I want to find some place that's got a nice big kitchen for you, a yard for the animals and Jackson, and enough room for us and all the kids. So it'll be okay. This might take me, 2 days this time instead of 6 hours.
He's a smart ass, you guys.
No, I'm not. I'm just,
I'm a realist.
No, you're not. Baby,
this is Dreamer over here.
Wait,
and this is Realist over here.
This is Chicken Little. And this is the guy that makes it happen. Because every time there's a problem, the sky is always falling. It's always an emergency. Hey guys, if you want to see a real emergency, let the Wi-Fi go out.
Oh, you're such an asshole.
Someday I aspire to become the whole ass.
Oh my God, we are so stressed out, you guys.
We are not stressed out.
I don't know how you can't be.
Keisha, honey, listen. It's very simple. It's a task that needs to be completed. I'm a goal and task-oriented guy. So I will get the task handled. The goal will be accomplished, and we'll have a nice, pretty, new place to be with our kids, our animals, my lovely bride, and all will be right with the universe again. You telling me how stressed out you are, and you telling me how horrible everything is, and woe was me, Chicken Little, the sky's falling, certainly doesn't help anything at all get accomplished.
I want to wring that lady's neck. I just really do.
You know what? She's... whatever. I'm not going to, being hateful and all that doesn't help. So my thoughts are, let's be positive about what we're doing. Let's be excited that we're getting a new place, getting a fresh start. It's going to be fun. We're going to find a new place. We're going to love it, and life will be good. All that matters is I could live, and I know you'll say, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying this figuratively, but I could live in a van down by the river as long as I had my baby and the kids. I'd be happy. But I want to make sure.
I wouldn't be happy in a van down by the river.
Figuratively, you know that. But I'm going to find us a nice place. We've always lived in nice homes. And there's nothing going to change now. It's just going to be a different nice home, that's all. One of the hazards of when you lease a place, sweetheart, is if they sell or then you have to move. And that's, this particular person...
You've never had to move before.
No, we haven't. It's never happened to us, but that is always a possibility. So...
That one's not for rent.
It's for sale. So, you know.
It's pretty, isn't it?
You know. But, honey, you know, take comfort in the fact that there's probably not a lot of people looking to rent the type of houses that we're looking at. You know, so they're available. It's just a question of finding one that we like, that's all. You know, most people are looking to rent in a different category than us. So, at least we have that to our advantage. So.
We'll see, you guys.
Okay, so.
We will see. I'm not as positive as Scott.
I'm not, you know, sounding. I don't.
And I'm
sound,
not even acting like I'm as positive as Scott. I am not.
Arrogant. I'm not trying to sound arrogant. I'm just saying that we need a bigger place because we have kids. And
well, you know, some people say we can't afford to live down by the lake. I wanted just to get a house just to prove them wrong, but the truth is, the kind of house I want on the lake, they're right, I probably can't afford. Because the lake houses are super tiny. Most of them.
Yeah, they're crazy square footage. I mean, that's,
and the price really ain't that bad. We can afford $1,000, $1,500 for even a 1-bedroom if we wanted.
Right.
But the truth is, we can't do that with the kids
not for a second place now.
and animals, you know.
Yeah,
So
we're 37. Well, I say 30 seconds. We're literally a minute away from the lake where we live now, just out of the road and make a right. But we're not lakefront, but we're close. And as far as what we can afford whatever we want. It's just a question of finding it. So I'm not worried about that part. Just want to make sure that I find something that you like.
You guys, if you guys are realtors and know of any good sites, we've been on Zillow, renters.com, Rent Digs, what else? Craigslist, what else? The newspaper. Yeah. We will take any and all suggestions on where to look.
I've talked to a couple of property managers. So
yeah.
We're
calling realtors.
Quick, you know, so.
We'll take any suggestions. No joke, won't we?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say any suggestion, but
where to look.
Right. You know, if somebody, yeah, absolutely. If
I mean, we're not looking at the projects. You know, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but we're not. So, but if there's places like online that we are just...
If you happen to be a realtor in the state of South Carolina, give me a call.
Well, leave me an email and we'll talk about
yeah,
phone
maybe
calls.
you should do a blog thing. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't put my
leave an email because we're not putting our number out there. That's waterfront to buy, but...
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Honey, I can read the
It's
signs.
reduced.
Okay. Well, it's open house Sunday. Maybe we'll come look at it.
I don't want to buy a house yet.
Okay. All right.
And I think we would have to save up some.
I can do a VA loan, honey. I don't have to put anything down.
Around we go. I'm not ready to buy a house.
I got to make sure you like where we are first. That's always been a challenge for us.
Yeah.
It's making you feel comfortable.
We're just going to continue looking. I'll bring you guys along. If you see anything, I'll share it. No luck. We're back home. So I'm getting ready to make dinner. I think I'm going to try to stick to the what's cooking videos. So, yeah, I'm going to stop recording for this, and then I'll record this dinner and add it to the what's cooking videos. Hey everybody, it's about 10 p.m. and I came out here to grab some boxes, and I thought I would just finish the video out here. I wish I didn't have to hold the camera. How you like that loud noise? There we go. So, wow, you guys. I am so upset right now. It's not even funny. Scott says I'm taking it out on Mike, him, and Jackson, and I'm trying not to. And we're only one day in, but, you know, isn't it amazing to have the really good day, the home inspection, and then one day after, everything just goes to hell. And I'm just, like, really, really upset. I mean, I'm beyond upset. Across the street here, there's a neighbor who was renting out their house. I don't know that much about it, but it wasn't taken care of by a lot of the kids. And they live in Tennessee, and if they don't find people to move in, they're going to have to move back. And so we might be a blessing to each other. And the lady who owns the house is supposed to be down here tomorrow. So I'm going to try to catch her and maybe just move across the street. It's a thought. if it works out that way, you know, there's no guarantee. We talked to them before, but they weren't crazy about the dog. I don't know. But, you know, like I said, it's not going to mess us up with stuff down south. I've already talked to them. It would only mess us up if we didn't find a house. I'm just like super, super stressed out because, you know, the thing that I was about to do was start, you know, really planning for the cruise and get packed and, you know, life would go on. And then after the cruise, hopefully we could finish up what we need to finish up for down south. Well, that has been totally blown out of the water now. And, well, the cruise is still happening. But everything's a mess, you guys. And it happens just like that. Real life just flips on you sometimes. And I've never been asked to leave a home that I've always paid rent at. That I'm paid up right now, and I'm supposed to pay the 15th, $1,200 for this house. I probably will have to pay it. I don't want to pay it. I might not pay it. How's that work? She gave us a notice to terminate our lease because it went to month, and that was my own fault. And that ends on the 6th. So I wonder what would happen if I didn't pay on the 15th. I don't know. I'm just like a mess. And I don't want to do anything really bad. You know, I'm not trying to get even, but I want to wring her neck. I really do. It couldn't have come at a more well, if I pay her, she's in foreclosure and she's having people help her. She's probably just going to spend the money on whatever. I doubt it's going to go towards this house because she just hasn't been paying the note, even though we've been paying the money. So, you know, thankfully, you know, like I was talking with my neighbors, thankfully, a lot of the paperwork for the foreclosures was coming in. And she couldn't hide it. And, you know, worst case scenario, the sheriff could just show up, you know, one day and ask us to leave, like in 24 hours, or just come put our stuff out, something like that. It's never happened to me. But if she's not making the house payment and we didn't know that, that could very well happen. So that's really upsetting, and I'm so frustrated tonight. I would like a punching bag so I could just hit it nonstop. I can't think about anything else, you know, and today I was so scared that I just broke down and called down south, told them what was going on, and they were so nice. The lady that we have to deal with, she was like, thank you for calling. We need to know. It's not going to affect anything. Just go find a house. I know we're only in day 1, but I am so upset that I am ready just to scream. And it probably is coming out on Jackson and Scott. I'm not screaming at them or nothing. I'm just upset. And, you know, like Scott keeps telling me, you know, I've never let you down. We have always had nice homes. We'll find another one. Don't stress. We've got, you know, at least a month. And, you know, if I wanted to fight her on it, I guess I could go to, like, eviction court. If I don't pay on the 15th, she could try to evict me, even though she's gave me the notice to terminate my lease on the 6th. I don't know how any of that works. We just always paid our rent and had a place to stay. This time we paid our rent. She wants us to move. So the people who are picking up her load, who are bailing her out, basically, want to move in. I can't say I blame them. If I was, you know, somebody in her family bailing her out, and I had a young daughter and family who needed a house, I would probably request they move in. It's not the end of, you know, it's not terrible what they're doing. Or their request. It's terrible how it was presented. It's terrible with the timing. I'm just like furious. That's where I'm at tonight. And like I said, there's probably going to be a lot more day in the life vlogs. Me sitting down in front of the camera and while I'm trying to house hunt and pack and get more boxes and get packed for a cruise and get Jackson up to his dad's in Indiana, which hopefully he'll meet me halfway, and move and vacation and getting the house back together for a home study. It seems really overwhelming. And again, I'm asking for prayers, love, support, whatever you want to give. Right now, I feel totally defeated. I feel lost. I feel angry. And I'm in shock. And I know some people are going to be like, this is why you should buy a house. Wrong. No. One bad rental experience in 12 years is not enough for make me really settle for something I don't want. I just can't do that. And like I said before, I have so many friends locked in small houses who can afford more, but they can't move out. They haven't found buyers. Some of them are in houses that they can't afford, but moving out doesn't seem like an option. I am a little more free with renting. I've just never had an experience like this before, so I am totally upset. But I'm going to pray. I'm going to go take a bath. I'm going to pray again, and I'm going to bed. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll get to answering some comments. I want you guys to know I've read every single comment you've left. It's meant so much. If you have any comments about anything you saw in this video that can be helpful, I would love to hear them. Type away, because I, right here, right now, am in total despair. This is what despair looks like. You seen what the flu looks like? This is despair. And my husband's all happy-go-lucky, like everything will be fine. Yeah, not me. And we had to break it to Jackson, which was not easy, but he's okay. And oh my God, you guys, I'm just like losing it. I mean, just lock me up in the loony bin, because I can't imagine this going down right now. I just can't. I want to curse out the landlord. I want to stay until all this stuff is done, and none of those things are appropriate. Cussing her out ain't going to get me nowhere. And she isn't buying more time. She's like, they want to move in the middle of July. And I'm sitting there thinking, no, I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I've cussed enough in this vlog. I know I've cussed some. I was thinking something very bad. But, it's her house, and I respect that. But I promise you, I am leaving it broom swept. That's the way it's going. And I am just flipping out. I don't know. I just can't believe it's happening due to the timing and everything. But if we get up and running again within, a few weeks somewhere else, I don't think it will really damage anything in terms of, what's going on down south. I'm just like really scared on, what to do and how it's all going to work out and what house we're going to find, and do we have to move out of the school district? All of it. It's just like all in here. Plus, some other family members called today. Well, my best friend called, and one of our good friends is in the hospital, like on life support, and my best friend is like in charge of her medical care, and it's really scary. We don't know if she's going to come out of it or not. I got another family member who is having problems of their own, I guess. I don't want to talk about that really, but other problems. So I guess all of us are dealing with our own challenges. It's just trying to be positive about it, and I'm not positive at all. It's like, oh my God, the sky is falling. It's over. I'm just laying down in defeat. Plus, I know this doesn't sound very nice, but ever since I've been sick and I took all that like Advil and Tylenol and Aleve, all of that kind of stuff, and I was taking massive amounts, I feel like I almost have an ulcer. I haven't coughed up blood, but eating is extremely painful right now. So maybe we'll use that to our advantage and I'll lose a few pounds before I get on that big boat. But yeah, what a difference a day makes, right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm giving up for tonight. I'm grabbing one more box, and I'm giving it to God and to you guys. Sorry about the negative energy. I promise I'm not trying to like spew it. It just is what it is. So I'll see you soon. Bye.